You've got nothing to do but sit around, eat a bunch of cheese and a bunch of noodles, and finish off that bottle of wine you used to make this delicious sauce. On today's episode of In the Kitchen, we're using 3 of my very favorite ingredients: pasta, wine, and cheese, making this super comforting dish by Tortello's pasta alla Gallurese. I had to look that up 6 times on YouTube to see how to pronounce that, and I think it's Gallurese, but I know this is delicious. This pasta dish starts with olive oil, and to that we're gonna add 8 ounces of Italian sausage. I chose mild Italian sausage. You could use hot. I just took this sausage out of the casing, or you can get it just ground, not cased. And we're going to cook this in the olive oil using this wooden spatula to kind of break it up because we want bite-sized chunks. Starting to smell fennel-y. Try and build up some crispiness on the sausage. I think that texture will be really nice with the pasta. Check out the color that we're starting to get on this sausage. Okay, I think we're there. You can notice that some of these are a little bit darker. We get some crispy bits in the oil, which is really delicious. It's called frond, which we just said that real weird, frond. It's called frond, and it's gonna be really, really nice in our sauce. We're gonna turn the heat down, and we're gonna put the sausage into a clean bowl. We're gonna leave most of the fat in the pan to build our sauce. So we got all these yummy, yummy bits of sausage that are in the bottom of the pan, and that is awesome stuff. It's super, super flavorful, and that's just gonna flavor the next ingredients that we're adding. Diced yellow onion, and 3 minced cloves of garlic. You wanna make sure that you definitely have fat in the bottom of your pan so that you're not burning the onion and the garlic. And turn your heat down to a low heat, and we're gonna let these, what the heck is this onion piece? Who chopped that one? Jeez Louise. We're gonna let these sweat for about 15 to 20 minutes until the onion is translucent and the garlic is super fragrant. You just wanna make sure you don't burn your garlic because it turns bitter and then you have to start over, and no one likes that. Okay, so after 10, 12 minutes, we have really nice, translucent, soft onions and super fragrant garlic. So we're gonna re-add back the sausage. I'm just gonna use this spider to take it out of its bowl here because I don't wanna re-add all of the oil that's in the bottom of the bowl. We're also gonna add white wine. I'm using a dry Italian wine. You wanna use anything that you like to drink, but that isn't too sweet in this recipe. The most expensive of the spices, saffron. This is gonna add a nice color and flavor. We're just gonna add a pinch. We're gonna give this a stir. Once the wine starts bubbling, which shouldn't take too long, we're gonna add our last set of ingredients here to our sauce. 1 cup of heavy cream, butter, and 1/4 cup of flat leaf Italian parsley. And we're gonna mix this all together. And this is when you can really use your wooden spatula to scrape up all the sausage bits that are stuck in the bottom of the pan. That's gonna add a ton of flavor. And we should also start to see, hopefully, our saffron start to turn our sauce a little orange. Butter will start to melt, and this is just gonna add a ton of flavor. We're also gonna add a pinch of salt and some cracked black pepper. We just want this to simmer. What you're looking for is the cream to reduce by about half. So we're gonna get this really nice, velvety, thick sauce to pour over our pasta. While our sauce is simmering away and reducing, it's time to drop the pasta. I'm gonna use orecchiette. That's my second favorite pasta. First being bucatini. So this one, what I like about this one is it's got these tiny little shells, and it's going to hold all the yummy sauce and be the perfect vehicle for all this delicious sausage and cream and parsley and wine and eventually a ton of cheese. I really didn't feel like I needed to show you how to make pasta, but you want to make sure you heavily salt your water and don't touch the handles because then you burn your hand like I did. All right, let's test the pasta. It's done. Great. These, you should use these. We're gonna take 3 tablespoons of the pasta water to help with our beautifully reduced sauce. This is gonna add a little starchy content, a little saltiness. Pasta water is like the magical ingredient in any good pasta sauce. So don't dump it all down the sink. Drain the pasta. This is a beautiful sight, a giant mound of pasta. So basically, I'm just stirring it around. You wanna incorporate the sauce in with the pasta, and the sauce is gonna thicken a little bit with the addition of the pasta. You don't want to keep it on here too long because the pasta's already cooked. You don't want to get mushy orecchiette. So this looks perfect for me. Let's plate it up. We're almost there, so we want to finish off the pasta with some grated Parmesan, or you can also use pecorino. Like, really go for it with the cheese, you know? Don't be shy. And then we're gonna add a little bit more flat leaf Italian parsley, and it's time to taste. My favorite part. Okay. The pasta is perfectly cooked, and the sauce is super creamy and luxurious. We've got fennel coming in from the sausage. We've got the saffron, the cream. I mean, this is like the perfect Sunday comfort food dish. Lay around on the couch and eat noodles and cheese and sausage, and finish off that bottle of wine you used to make this delicious sauce.